welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another comfort food for the entire family. Tonight's recipe is amazing, so good, so delicious, wonderful for the entire family. Tonight's recipe comes courtesy of Felicia Fitness Health, and we are making a bacon cheeseburger sloppy joe. Yum. You can pair this with a vegetable like I am in the video, or you could even pair this with fries if you had the points available. You could throw some in your oven or air fryer and you have a fabulous comfort food meal. So if you want to see how to make bacon cheeseburger sloppy joes, stay tuned. Here is what is in tonight's dinner. The first part is going to be the sloppy joe, and then I'll show you what I'm pairing my meal with. So you're going to need some spices, some salt and pepper, some beef broth, mustard, Worcestershire sauce, ketchup. I'm going to go ahead and use my normal no sugar added, light or fat-free shredded cheese, cornstarch, bacon. You can either use turkey or regular bacon. Just make sure that you count the amount of points correctly. You're going to use some lean ground beef, an onion, and then I am going to put mine on a smart bun. So this is what the smart buns look like. This is the size of them. They are the size of an entire regular size bun for only one smart point. Love, love, love the smart buns. So I'm going to put my sloppy joe on one of those, and then we are going to pair that with just a side of corn. So let's get started on our sloppy joes. So the first thing that we need to do is get our hamburger browning. So here is my 1 pound of the 96.4 lean ground beef. So we're going to get that put into our pan. And then to that, we are also going to go ahead and add our chopped up onion. I love this WW cutting board. You can get these at your local workshops. They're really nice. I really, really like them. And then to our hamburger and onion, we are going to add some ground black pepper, just enough to add just that little bit of flavor as our meat and onion cooks down. And then we're also going to go ahead and add some salt. And we're going to let this brown. I do have my bacon here defrosting in the microwave. It was frozen. So we're going to get our hamburger all browned. I'm going to go ahead and get my bacon cooking. So you can see here that I've put all my bacon out on a paper towel. The recipe calls for 6 slices. So I decided to go ahead and just cook up the bacon that I had left in the package. Really easy. You're just going to fold over the top paper towel, and we're going to throw this in the microwave for about 3 minutes, and our bacon will be cooked perfectly through. Pro tip, pro hack on how to cook a small amount of bacon. While our hamburger and bacon are cooking, we're going to get our sauce mixed together. So what I have here is 1 cup of beef broth. Or I'm sorry, 1/2 of a cup of beef broth. And then I also have 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And we are just going to get a spoon here and just kind of mix this together until it thickens and it makes a little bit of a sauce, because this is going to get added to our sloppy joe mixture. But everything is smelling absolutely delicious. Perfectly cooked bacon every time. So there are my bacon pieces. I'm going to go ahead and let them cool, crumble up 6 of them, and we'll be adding that to our sloppy joe mix. So my hamburger has completely cooked through. I went ahead and drained it. From here, I am going to go ahead and add in here my crumbled bacon. So we're just going to go ahead and add that to our meat mixture. We're going to give that just a quick stir, and then we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. But yeah, I don't know about you, but sloppy joes in themselves are amazing. But then when you add in bacon and all this other good stuff, it ups the game big time of sloppy joes. So there is the bacon into the mix. To that, we're going to go ahead and add our Worcestershire sauce. Now, I usually just kind of eyeball it. I'm not one to measure out a lot of these 0-point sauces. I'll just do it to kind of my taste buds. I am going to link the recipe, though, so you are more than welcome to follow what the recipe calls for these ingredients. And then next up, we're going to go ahead and add ourselves a little bit of mustard. And it's about a tablespoon of mustard. And by the way, the recipe does call for 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then lastly, we are going to pop in some no sugar added ketchup. And our recipe does call for 3 tablespoons of ketchup. So you can go ahead and measure that out. I'll just go ahead and eyeball it. This one's about gone. I'm gonna have to get a fresh one here. So I finished adding my ketchup. I had to open up a new container. We're gonna give this a really quick stir, and then we're gonna add in that beef broth and cornstarch mixture to kind of thicken up our sauce. All right, and lastly is the beef broth and cornstarch mixture. This will get our mix just a little bit more wet, but it'll also thicken that up and make that into an actual sloppy Joe mix. So this recipe is super fast, super easy too. Just the longest part, honestly, is chopping up that onion. So we're gonna go ahead and mix this in thoroughly, and we are gonna let this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes or until our sauce has thickened. Once your mixture gets nice and thick from that cornstarch, we're gonna add in lastly 1 cup of fat-free cheddar cheese. You do wanna remove this from the heat and then stir in that cheddar cheese so that it just kind of melts really nicely in your sloppy Joe mix. My corn is here in the microwave, and then we'll be ready to plate up our dinner. And I will show you what the completed dinner looks like, but I'm telling you, this looks absolutely amazing. I just had to show you, look at this cheesy goodness. And here is our completed meal. This is comfort food at its finest. So first let's start with the sloppy Joe. Look at how cheesy and delicious that is. So 1 serving of this is for approximately 1/2 of a cup, and it is only 4 Smart Points. And then the Smart Bun is only 1 Smart Point. So this entire bacon cheeseburger sloppy Joe is only 5 Smart Points. And then here I have 1/2 of a cup of frozen corn that I just cooked in my microwave, topped it with a little bit of spray butter and some salt and pepper. So that is 0 points. So this entire dinner is only 5 Smart Points. 5 Smart Points of deliciousness. Thank you so much for joining me on another comfort food for the entire family. This recipe was a definite win in my household. My husband loved them. So delicious. The mix by itself is really good. You could even skip the bun potentially and just mix in that corn. But the Smart Bun, only being 1 Smart Point, is definitely the way to go. I am going to link the discount code for the Smart Bun down in the description box below for you. Make sure you grab yourself some buns so that you can have hamburgers, sloppy joes. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new, definitely a warm welcome. Take a moment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Please give my video a thumbs up. You can skip the thumbs down. Comment below. Let me know what you thought of this comfort food for the entire family. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.